In this session, we're going to focus on the pre-K teacher and how they might be able to use the 5-frame, 10-frame within their classrooms. One of the sets that's available through EAI is you receive 2 10-frames that are magnetized to put like up on your whiteboard. It also comes with 10 red magnetized or in yellow magnetized. One of the suggestions that we had from a pre-K teacher, which we thought was excellent, is that since you receive 2 of these 10 frames, take one of your 10 frames, cut it in half, so you then have the availability of just using a 5-frame to teach those concepts of 5, and then move to the concept of 10. And at this point, of course, you could go back to the full 10. So let's just think about all the ways that we actually could use a 5-frame with kindergarten to develop their sense of 5. You want to make sure that kids always understand filling their 5-frame from left to right, just like you read. You could do things like this and have kids at their desk fill in, and I could just simply ask, how many do you see? What's the quantity that is shown? Of course, they're hopefully going to say 3. They may be able to say just 3 by subitizing, but they also may be mentally counting 1, 2, 3. You could also look at this 5-frame and ask questions like, how many more do I need to fill the frame? And they may say 2, which you could then say, okay, so if I filled it completely, how many do I have in all? 5. Of course, you could fill with the reds as well, because sometimes that's a little more confusing for kids. Easier to subitize when all the colors are exactly the same. Another cute activity would be if I actually use 2 different colors, I could actually build the sense of understanding ordinal numbers. Where is the yellow circle? What position is the yellow circle in? So you know that you could see it's in the 3rd position. If I moved it to this one, where is the yellow circle? What position is the yellow circle in? The 4th position. You could also simply use it as counting, and you can count over and over and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, you can count then if we use the complete 10 frame, then we could have kids continue counting to get all the way up to 10. That would be 6. And then you could just simply ask kids, well, what do you notice about the number 6? You may have kids tell you, well, it's 5, because they automatically saw their 5-frame and 1 more. And that's the very beginnings of just putting things together and understanding that 6 was just a little more than 5. You also could get this concept in if I said, what do you see? They may see 1 less than 10. Other kids may see 5 and 4. Other kids may see 9 because they actually counted. And then if they actually told you 9, you could just simply follow up by a question like, well, how do you know there's 9? Then you may hear a kid say 5 and 4, which that's beginning to let you know that they really have a concept of 5. You want to make sure that you build a firm understanding of 5 before you move to 10. Now, in pre-K, they are quantifying numbers all the way to 10. They count numbers just by rote up to 30. But the concept of actually doing a 1-to-1 correspondence in pre-K will go all the way to 10. So that's where I would move into the actual 10 frame, but still understanding that a kid may say that a 10 frame is really just a 5 and another 5. And that's exactly where we want them to be.